Brewington, the 6-year senior tight end, finding his way into the end zone.
And former South Dakota State running back and Nebraska football assistant, Mikey Daniel.
Hand off to Daniel inside the 2 to the 1, and he powers his way into the end zone for a South Dakota State touchdown.
This is The Locker Room, brought to you by App Foundation Repair. Here are your hosts, Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel.
Welcome into the Locker Room here on 93.7 The Ticket. We've got another full house show for you here with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel in studio, and we're ready to talk about Nebraska and Wisconsin, and of course a little bit of their basketball success last night. Guys, how's it going?
Ooh, I like that.
Successful
basketball
night.
Success,
Man, for the people that's been keeping up with the show, we're in a what do you call it? Intramural league or city league? City league basketball team, and man, we got a dub last night. First dub of the season, and we not turning back.
We had 5 players, bro.
Yeah,
we had 5. We didn't have a sub.
No subs.
Like we went 2-3 zone, Bach.
We
We ran a 2-3 zone. Like the communication you got to have with the zone is crazy. And understand, only we never really played together like that, but we was talking, man.
We was getting it right. We was really pushing the transition on the offensive end.
That's our game.
Yeah, that's our game.
We're not big. I mean, we don't got really any height. We're
Yeah,
6'4" at the top.
Yeah, I'm playing the big 6'8" big. I'm playing them.
Bro, he really do. I ain't gonna lie. What you thought? You was at 45%? Because if you kept up,
Yeah,
he said he's shooting 45% for 3 this year.
yeah. So I went what? I believe it was like 5 for 10 first game, and this game, bro, I only made 1 first half, and then I made like 4 or 5 the second half.
Mm-hmm.
So I honestly probably shot like 5 for 13.
You unconscious.
Yeah.
Like it don't matter. You could miss 50 shots and
I'm still pulling.
You don't know. You unconscious.
Yeah, bro. I got dumb confidence in myself. So. Don't throw me the ball.
Unless you don't throw me the ball.
Unless you want me to score.
You're not much of an assist guy.
No, not really. I mean,
he'll give you 1 or 2.
I give you 1 or 2, but like I like stay away from the ball, and then when they pass it to me, they're like, I'm expecting them to know like it's time.
It's up.
Yeah.
So like he either got to be like past 3 or 4, or just know it's up. Like if he bring the ball down the court,
Cash.
I'm talking about cash. you remind me of a young Strick.
Hey,
Look at him out.
No, I won't. We can't compare that. But bro, there was one time where I took Mikey out. I was down on the block for the free throw. I told Mike, "Hey, get down there." I said, "Bro, Mike, hit me right off this. Swing it right to me." I switched it. I told him. I said, "Mike, I told you."
He yelling at the crowd. I told you. I'm like, okay.
The chemistry's picking up then.
It's getting there, man.
Yeah,
We're not looking back. But, I always got a quote card, so let's get into it. From the James Allen, just finished the book, As a Man Thinketh. And that's, to me, I'm going to be honest, aside from the Bible, that's probably the best book I ever read. It's just so eye-opening, so mind-blowing. Just, I don't know. You read it before. And if you haven't read it before or you don't know what I'm talking about, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, here's a quote from him. It says, "The outer conditions of a person's life will always be found harmoniously related to his inner state. Men do not attract that which they want, but what they are." Let me that last part again. Men do not attract what they want, but they attract what they want. Man, I'm tripping.
They attract that way.
Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight.
I promise we went to college.
I promise I did. Everybody make mistakes. Men do not attract what they want, but what they are.
Yeah. So they attract what they are. Okay. Yeah. No. James Allen. I tell you what. I read As a Man Thinketh for the first time a couple months ago, and it's like, I would say it's one of those foundational books. Like it's like a foundational book, just to like understand like you have control of your life. Like I think a lot of people think, and for the longest time I thought really that like You didn't really have control over
Yeah.
what happens to you, and your outside circumstances are just your circumstances. And, even some people identify with their circumstances outside, which that's incorrect, but that's just ignorance. We don't know.
Right.
I'm not saying you dumb.
Right.
You just don't know.
Right.
That's what we're taught. And to understand that, like, you can control your thought process and you can actually control what you think.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people just think you just think.
Right.
And a lot of people don't even think. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, a lot of people don't even think. And so for an individual to understand, okay, like, I can think about something, let it really marinate in my soul, and let it get into the subconscious, like that book talk about, the garden of your mind, get into there, and then it puts yourself in a certain vibration, and that vibration attracts like vibrations, right? And so that's why like, there's a story of a person who just moved to or he's walking down the beach, and a person comes who says, I just moved here. What type of people are here? And he's like, what type of people were you at your last town? And he was like, oh, it was, just the most beautiful people, nice, happy, whatever. And the man walking on the beach says, well, those are the type of people you'll find here. And then another person comes up to him on the same beach, comes up to him and said, I just moved here. What type of people live here? And he's like, what type of people lived at your last town? So, oh, they were all terrible. They were mean. They were ugly, whatever. And he was like, those type of people you'll meet here. It's all about those people will come to you, and it's all about who you are.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't attract what they want, but what they are. That's a word, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Off air, you was just talking to Rico out here. You said, hey, maybe it's you guys. You keep saying Nebraska going to lose.
Bach and Rico.
Yeah.
They keep saying Nebraska going to lose this one. Nebraska going to lose this one. We called it right. We were right. Blah, blah, blah. So my question to you is that now their mindset? And has it always been? Because that's what we keep talking about.
What's the mindset?
We keep talking about these folks being stuck in the 90s, right? We keep talking about it. They're stuck there.
Okay. Keep going. Keep going.
And I say you can never move forward because that's their mindset.
Yeah, you can't.
Right?
You can't. If your foot's on first base, you can't score.
Can't.
You can't go to home.
I've never seen it before. I've never seen it done yet.
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever will. So is that the mindset? Like winning is so much harder than people think because it's truly the mindset. And if you can't conquer that, then you said what? I'm unconscious. I have so much faith in or belief in myself. Whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I can miss 20 shots. I'm shooting the
Still
21st.
Shoot, right?
Yeah.
That has now become their mindset, though. We just lose. We just don't go to bowl games. And that's become accepted. And then the fans, they're just like, oh, yeah, they're not going to win. We'll be lucky to get a bowl game this year. They keep saying that. Like the start of this season, before this game ever kicked off, they said, we'll be happy to get a bowl game.
Well, I think it starts off, Mike, I'm be honest with you. I think it really starts off with you label this season chasing 3. This is how you label this season, is chasing 3. Instead of dominate, win, cut their throats off. I don't know. Like something, I'm not trying to get morbid on here. People say different expressions in football, right? Not literal, right? But like when you start off like that, and then all of a sudden, like you kind of see it in the pressers. You see it. Like you don't want to come out and say we're going to win the game and we're going to dominate. You kind of just leave it up for, the guys just have to do, this, and this. And even you see it in the players' reflection from the coach, like whatever. And so for me, I never really understood it because even, under the, regime which I was under, it was kind of like we was always talking about the close games. Always talking about. So if we always, let's say me and you, we always talking about, not having this and not having this. That's all we're going to think about is not having it.
That's it.
Man, if we talking about dominating, winning, this, and this, not talking about not turning the ball over, we're going to talk about scoring the ball, right? There's a difference. And I think every time you talk about not doing something, that's what you're going to think about.
Phenomenal point. Couldn't stand last year. Anthony Gregg. One of the most explosive running backs I've ever been around.
Yeah, he's nasty.
Like he was truly cold-blooded. The worst thing that happened to him was his staff coming in. Right? Think about it. The year before, he went crazy under Frost because they let him do him.
Yeah.
Right? He had some stuff going on. They let him do him. Right? This staff came in. He fumbled. They said, don't fumble. Every day they said, don't fumble. Every day they said, don't fumble. The only thing he thought to himself was, don't fumble. So what you going to do?
Right.
You're going to fumble. Like, and that's what happened. He became known as the fumbler. They said it in press conferences, oh, he got a fumbling problem.
Or
What?
a fumbling problem is what he will have.
Then and you got it.
You got
Asking
it.
you shall receive.
You got it.
You know?
And that's frustrating. And that's frustrating because it's the locker room. We provide a player's perspective. Man, I'm in meetings, man. We talking about not losing, whatever, right? We talking about not losing. We talking about not losing
Instead of winning.
We talking about Bach. We talking about not losing instead of winning.
Instead of winning.
And so for this program, I hate even now media and whatever, and this and this, all is focused on not losing. And if for whatever reason, I feel like maybe there's too much focus on what's going on out on the outside. You know what I'm saying? And it slowly like seeps in the cracks there. And then it kind of, and it expresses itself on the football field.
Back at South Dakota State, and I'm always going to allude to them because that's a winning program.
Right.
We
that's
get
where you play.
We get leftovers from everybody else, and we take them when we win. Don't matter. We're going to go bar to bar with anybody. Okay. Our now head coach was the DC when I was there. His name Jimmy Rogers, and I think he gonna get a big job. He's cold-blooded. So he said 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18 playoff appearances. We made playoffs every one of those years, right? He said that's not enough anymore. I'm not hearing that. I'm hearing chasing 3. He said if it's me, I'm like final 2, championship bound, something. Winners win something. But you're right, chasing 3. Like, okay, you chased those 3. Now you're not losing by 3. You lost 8. Right? You got it.
Right.
You got what you wanted.
Right.
You're not losing by the 3 points. I mean, I guess maybe the Illinois game, I think so.
No,
I
I think there needs to be like more of like a psychological evaluation of that chasing 3. I'm being dead serious. Someone in the building needs to understand that you setting yourself up for failure. I'm stuck on it. I'm sorry. I'm stuck on it. But we got Wisconsin and Nebraska this week. Is this even a rivalry? Is this even a rivalry still? And was it ever really a rivalry?
No. They haven't won in 10 years.
In 10 years.
What a rivalry is like, okay, I'll win one, you win the next.
Yeah.
I'll win one, you win the next, or maybe you win 2 and then I'll win the third one, or, even at 3, but 10?
I think they trying to make it a rivalry.
Who is?
The Big 10 or either size or whatever it is.
I think probably Nebraska is, because what benefit does it have for Wisconsin? Why do they care? They even said last year when they was talking about the rivalry games that are getting grandfathered in that have to stay when they was merging them. Wisconsin players came out and said, why? That's not a rivalry. That game don't have to stick.
Talking about Nebraska?
Yeah. They said Iowa game, like for us, and that one has to stay, right? But there was like, when they was talking about Wisconsin, they're like, well, does it really? That's how disrespectful it is. Like, this is not a rivalry. A rivalry to me is, like I said, I'm going to win one, you going to win one, or I'll give you at the top 3. But for us, it's just like, this ain't it.
Yeah, I'm looking the past, since 2019. 2019, it was 37-21. That one wasn't close. 21, I had COVID for this game. 35-28. And then I played in this one, the 15-14. We were up 14-0 at halftime. They came back and beat us.
So that was 2 seasons ago?
22, yeah.
And it's crazy. He was up 14-0 last year too.
Really? Oh yeah, because then
Chuba Purdy
24-17.
Yep.
In the OT. Yeah, that's crazy.
See, they was up 14-0 then too.
Yeah.
Real talk.
And now they're coming to the crib. So there's a heightened element to this. And as a player, man, this is senior day. And so Raiola talked about it in his presser. We'll get to some of the presser. We got some Tony White quotes in the second segment, but he talked about sending the seniors out the right way. And did you walked out for senior day and stuff like that? That's an emotional day. That's like a super meaningful day, knowing that it's going to be the last time playing on your home stadium. But for the guys to get this done, obviously against Wisconsin, it kind of, like I said, it kind of puts that little Band-Aid.
Even more so than last time playing. Like, most of them cats last time ever.
Because now the new NCAA rule, a lot of these cats not going to play.
Well, even that, like, but the senior, I'm talking about the seniors walking out. Like, most of them, that's it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Thankfully, I was blessed to have opportunities afterwards, but most guys,
It's over.
this is the last time.
And I mean, to take it even a step further, the NCAA thing, a lot of 30 to 40 kids gonna get cut from this team. This gonna be the last time they ever walk on Memorial Stadium ever.
We got to talk about this.
Yeah,
we got to talk about this right.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Bach, we got time before break.
Yeah, if you get a few minutes.
Okay, we got to talk about this.
Yeah, because I mean, you got to think about it. I mean, these kids, this is the foundation, or I don't even know if the foundation. Honestly, I don't know enough Nebraska history to say it, but what I've heard is the walk-on program is the foundation of Nebraska, and it's not even the walk-on too. There's some scholarship kids that are going to have to part ways and get into the portal, right? And so a lot of football dreams and aspirations to play at Nebraska are going to be over. And I mean, it will probably make things a little bit. I'm not going to say that. Never mind. Go ahead.
Let me tell you something. I'm a walk-on. I walked on. So you're not just taking over. You're taking it from everybody across the country, though, because everybody has to cut down.
Right.
Like, everybody. Now, think about this. The NFL is made up of mostly like fourth round and undrafted guys. And it's not really the 5 stars, the 4 stars that the NFL is made up. It's made up of 3 stars to undrafted, right? Those guys, you miss them now. You completely miss them.
Yeah.
Because those are your walk-ons. The guys who are less than 3 stars, and that's what the NFL is made up of.
I almost wonder if just for the scouting thing for the NFL, if they're gonna fast forward, like 4 or 5 years, they're probably gonna have to really the small school scouts, they're gonna really have to like disperse and find guys, because say there's that 2 or 3 guys within a walk-on program that go up and elevate this and this. Those guys are going to have to go to either FCS, Division 1, lower Division 1s, Division 2s, Division 3s, NAIA, like those type of schools. So you're going to have to really search for guys.
My heart screams for walk-on. Like, it just does. That's just, like I said, I ended up walking on, and it was the best thing in that moment that God could have ever done for me.
Why so?
Because it just triggered a different beast. It was like, okay, 1, it was humbling. 2, it made me work so much harder than anybody else. Like, I'm at the facility 11, 12 o'clock at night in the sand pit, running around, doing stuff, right? So after my freshman year, I earned a scholarship. And I left top 8 in school history and rushing touchdowns. I never would have had the opportunity if this was the case.
Never.
I never would have had the opportunity.
Crazy. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that hurts.
And eventually, I mean, Troy Denton talked about he's not going to cut certain sports off, but I mean, that's coming for most schools. Now, obviously not football, but you got certain sports. I mean, those might get cut off based on the funding and stuff like that. So
most schools are in the red.
Yeah.
Nebraska's green because the fans are crazy. But most schools are in the red.
Yeah. Tragic.
All right, plenty more to talk about, plenty more discussions to be had about Nebraska football and college football in general. That's coming up next year on The Locker Room on 93.7 The Ticket.
Have you been told by your physician that your testosterone level is fine, but you don't feel fine? Get a second opinion. If your testosterone level is 200, 350, even 500, and you still have symptoms, come to Limitless Male. We treat the person and the symptoms, not the number. Our mission is for you to feel optimal again. So if you're tired all the time, no energy, brain fog, muscle loss, nothing left in the tank, get your free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
We fix basements. We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements. We fix basements.
At F Foundation Repair, we've been fixing basements for over 30 years. We're your local foundation repair experts. Our warranties stay here. Our people work here. You can trust us to take care of your home. Go to wefixbasements.com to learn more.
There are moments in life, surrounded by family and friends, when you realize this is what it's all about. For 65 years, the Riddles family has been creating jewelry to capture these precious moments, crafting one memory at a time to last forever. Now, join them in celebrating Riddles Jewelry's 65th anniversary with incredible savings. Enjoy up to 30% off engagement rings. And for a limited time, save up to an additional $700 on your ring purchase. At Riddles, they're more than jewelry. They're here to help you create moments that truly sparkle, surrounded by the people who matter most. Family owned. Today, tomorrow, forever. Riddles Jewelry.
Have you been accused of a crime and don't know where to turn? At Liberty Law Group, we understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you're up against the legal system, you need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. Liberty Law's experienced trial attorneys are committed to the defense of liberty for those accused. Don't let a criminal charge ruin your life. Call Liberty Law at 877-42-LIBERTY. Advocates you need, trial attorneys you can trust. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road. Leaves are falling and the temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Leagues are underway with winter leagues beginning December 1st. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your holiday, birthday, or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever, just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel. Brought to you by App Foundation Repair. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back on the Locker Room here on 93.7 The Ticket, and we were just talking about the roster limits that are coming up this next year. Real quick, wanted to play Matt Rule. This was on Monday, how roster limits affect the walk-ons, as we were talking about that going into break, and didn't kind of get you guys' reaction. So here is Matt Rule from just the other day on how roster limits affect walk-ons.
Exactly right. I don't know what that means for them anymore. I don't know what it means. I really don't know. I mean, when Ted Carter and Trev Alberts offered me this job, they said to me, "We want you to build a program that's built on player development." They said that was the ethos of Nebraska. Tom Osborne, getting players here, a walk-on from Western Nebraska, a scholarship player from somewhere, get them here, develop them, teach them, train them. Then college football. Now you see some teams that are winning with a lot of transfer portal guys. So now the pressure goes on you to I better get some portal guys if I want to win and keep my job. I mean, but it's not really the ethos of what I want to do and who we are. And then there's those stories. Like Hassan Reddick is one of the highest paid players in the National Football League. He was a walk-on for us at Temple. And he was a 7th round pick probably going into his senior year and ended up a 1st round pick, kind of did what Ty did. So, we'll have to pick and choose our spots. We'll have to pick and choose our places. But it's really going to be hard. It might really benefit some FCS and Division II schools. There's going to be some great players coming out, but I don't know what's going to happen with the John Bullocks moving forward. I don't know what's going to happen with some of the guys who develop later in their career, but we'll do the best we can to be honest and do things the right way. But that's why the senior day, the senior day for some guys, it's going to be their last time, it's going to be their last time. Obviously, if they graduate. For other guys, they might have to go find another place. So it's really going to, hopefully everyone really embraces this moment, because this is kind of the end of an era. Like, if you really think about it, we've outlawed, out legislated the true walk-on programs in college football. And this is really the last group of kids that'll do that. Like, some of you guys cover our recruiting. How many guys have you seen announce hey, I've been offered a preferred walk-on at University of Nebraska? Like, probably haven't seen very many of these this year, have you? Because I don't want to make a promise I can't keep.
Well, yeah, that's rough. You can feel it in this tone. You can feel it.
There's a lot in that. And I think I don't want to even do it. I want to do that. But okay. We hit it on the head with everything we said.
Yeah, it's just, I guess it's an unfortunate situation. And I think he alluded to that the SCS schools and the Division II schools are going to get some guys. Because, I mean, you look at, the guys performing well right now. Alex Bullock and John Bullock, I mean, Alex Bullock, he gets, a quarter of the snaps on offense. And then John Bullock is an every down linebacker, right? So, you wouldn't have those two guys. Those guys developed a little later in their career, year 2, year 3. Mm-hmm. And you just wouldn't get those guys. And you wouldn't get who's the receiver? Riley from back in the day.
Brendan
Riley's, like those type of guys. You wouldn't get those guys. You wouldn't get the Luke Reimers. You wouldn't get those type of guys. So that's an unfortunate situation.
What's it really mean to develop a player? He kept saying that. He said when they brought me in, offered me the job, that they wanted me to get guys and develop these players. What does that mean?
I guess it means getting guys, getting younger guys. I mean, that's the first point, I think. Because, I mean, there's not a lot of development you can do in a Jamal Banks that comes over for a year, or Isaiah Nair that comes over for a year.
No?
I mean, yeah, you could develop them a little bit, but I think the true development that he's talking about is, getting freshmen over, raising them up, and by the time they're juniors and seniors, that they're, efficient players. So I think it's almost like, there's a lot of ways you could take this. Go ahead, Mike.
Are we copping out when we say
Right.
when we say we can't develop Jamal Banks and Nair? So now we're letting the receiving room maybe off the hook a little bit. I'm asking.
Yeah. No, that's a good inquiry. I think
he said a good inquiry. I love it.
Bro, I think that's that read and that vocab getting right. No, I that was the first thing I thought of. I ain't gonna lie. That was the first thing I thought of. I mean, don't shoot the messenger. That's the first thing I thought of. But I'll say this. If that's what he think he is supposed to do, that won't get. That's probably not gonna get you winning this year. If that was his plan to just to develop,
are they?
Well, that's the thing. It's not happening. So if you're meant to develop and it's not happening and it's been obvious, and then you get a new staff member, elite staff member, and Dana Holgerson to run your offense, and he comes in and there's like, wait, y'all haven't been blocking, y'all been playing small, y'all been doing this, and then he kind of alludes to there's been no development this year, and so I think talk about it how you want to talk about it, speculation, whatever you want to call it, but I mean, development was the main goal. I don't think there's been a ton of development, especially on the offensive end. I think O-line has developed.
Yeah.
I think a guy like Justin Evans, undersized guy, he's in there, playing with, some of the best D-lines in the Big Ten, right? So he's developed.
Gunnar
Gatula, he's developed. I mean, those type of guys develop, but I think there's certain pieces to where, like, man, like we need to see, like you want guys' game to keep growing. You want the growth chart. You want the growth,
and we're not seeing it.
We're not seeing this.
And
we're like think about it. Emmett Johnson should be slowly just going and going and going. Dante should be going and going and going. And the receivers should be going like this, and this. And it's just not happening.
You're a young quarterback.
Oh, I about to say Dylan Raiola should be this, and this, develop, and it's not happening.
Has it been the other way though?
It's been going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For all of them. All those that we just talked about.
I'll say excluding the running backs. I feel like it's kind of been just there.
They just kind of been here or there.
Yeah.
Well, maybe so, but Dante, I feel like Dante also came in hot and then it's kind of going down.
Yeah.
Kind of has gone the other way a little bit.
Yeah.
Right?
I could agree.
And here's the thing. What did he just say? What did Dana say yesterday in the presser?
Whole lot.
They're missing the holes.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Right? I don't know. Something's just off.
Yeah, it is off. I think that reflects the record. Because if everything was on, then the record would be we'd be a 10-win team.
It just makes no sense how you have all these guys who have significant roles just nowhere near the field this year. Nowhere near it. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about IGC, Alex.
That one's frustrating.
Gabe has had 6 carries the whole year, 3 of them being touchdowns or something weird.
Listen, with all the running back struggles or whatever, I mean, what would it hurt to put him in there?
At this point, like
he don't fumble.
There's no rhyme or reason behind anything, so might as well.
Yeah, he don't fumble.
Nope.
I mean, it definitely wouldn't hurt this football team to throw IGC in there, to put Jalen Lloyd in there, to put a young back in there, to like just get some spark. Because guess what? Last season, we put a young guy named Emmett Johnson in there, and got a spark.
Real talk. Hold on. Has Big Lloyd played in 4 games this year?
He probably has.
I don't know.
Because you think about it, he got a reverse against Purdue. He got a big catch against Colorado. He played against UNI. He's probably played, but we probably just haven't seen him. Like he's probably played one. All you gotta do is play one snap,
and that's burnt.
Yeah.
At that point, they should just let him redshirt.
Yeah, if you're not gonna use, because that's the type of guy if you want to talk about development, that's a guy you develop into like one of these real good Big Ten slot receivers that can stretch the field and do X, Y, and Z, right? He got that. Yeah. That one's an interesting one. I'll be interested to see what he does after this year. This is my personal take. I think there's going to be a lot of parting ways.
Yeah.
In a lot of different position groups.
Yeah.
Because it's just kind of what happens.
I think it's going to be, it is what happens, but I think it's going to be a lot more intensified. Right. And there's just so much confusion. There's no, like I said, rhyme or reason. We said that all year.
Because I mean, if the development is what we are, is what they're pushing, and you feel like you're not getting developed, right? You're not getting pushed.
You can see that.
You're not so much pushed, but you're not getting developed as a player. Your football IQ hasn't gone up. I think that's first and foremost. Your football IQ needs to go up. Obviously, technique and all that good stuff, and physically, you need to be developed there. I think Coach Campbell is doing a great job there. I don't think that's a question.
No.
But more of the two I just hit on. And then obviously having it translate to the field and seeing your game go up too. And some of that is how. Then the question is, okay, how hard are these guys going? In their film work. Hitting the weights, doing this. In practice, in individuals, how much attention are they given that time, right? Because that's a development, but it starts within yourself, right? So if they're putting their foot forward, the counterpart has to put their foot forward as well.
Do you want kids?
Do I want kids? Yeah.
Okay. I got a son, Jara.
Okay.
You met him last night.
Yes, I did.
He's out of the basketball game. If somebody comes sit in my living room,
okay,
and they said, we want young Jara to come play for this team. We want Jara to come play for University of Nebraska. We're going to develop him. He's going to be this, that, and the third. And then I go out here, and he's Big Lloyd year one. And in year two, he falls off the face of the earth. He ain't getting no better.
But he's making plays when he comes in.
But he's making plays when he goes in, maybe, right, here and there.
When the ball gets thrown to him.
Hey, Jara, it's time to go. You understand?
Yeah.
Like if I'm pops in these situations, I'm like, hey, this is nowhere near what I signed up for. I can't. My son was better when he came in. Right? This is real life conversations that parents are gonna have with their kids.
Oh yeah.
And you can't even argue with it at this point.
Oh yeah.
My routes are lazy. They're not good. They're not sticking at the top. I'm not blocking. I'm missing holes running the ball. I'm missing tackles. I'm doing whatever. Right? We're going to have a serious conversation because there's no reason I'm not climbing that ladder. Now you got to have to answer those questions.
That's for sure.
A lot of difficult conversations coming up here after the season, but we'll see how that kind of goes. We'll got more talk here coming up on the Locker Room next year on 93.7 The Ticket.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements. We fix basements.
At F Foundation Repair, we've been fixing basements for over 30 years. We're your local foundation repair experts. Our warranties stay here. Our people work here. You can trust us to take care of your home. Go to WeFixBasements.com to learn more.
Hey, Nebraska football fans, it's defensive lineman Ty Robinson, and I've got a winning play for you with Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Team up with Action and install a new Bradford white water heater in your home. And if we win the conference championship this season, you'll get a full refund. Don't fumble this opportunity. Sack your old water heater this season and score big with Action. Visit actionlincoln.com/Huskers to learn more.
Promotion valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
As you're gearing up for Christmas, it's time to head to Tailored Life in Bennett to get ready with local shopping. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home for both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of Christmas trees in all different colors. Plus, many other fall and winter holiday items and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up. What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks, exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs.
from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solution offers fleet services as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2040 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I can't believe I just scratched that card. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Kreekak, at 402-474-1173.
Salt Mine City is now open at 8th and R in the Haymarket. Come check out Lincoln's newest brewery with 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager, Brick Street Amber Wheat, and so many more. There's daily drink specials like $1 off Moscow Mules on Tuesdays, $6 IPAs on Fridays, and $6 Bloody Marys on Saturdays. Stop by Tuesday through Thursday from 4 to 9 p.m., Fridays 4 to 11 p.m., Saturdays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Sundays from noon to 8 p.m. It's Salt Mine City, Lincoln's newest brewery at 8th and R. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zip line gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel. Brought to you by F Foundation Repair on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back in the locker room here on 93.7 The Ticket. One final segment before, of course, we still have Thursday and Friday. But one final segment for today, guys. I'll throw it to you.
Yes, sir. So, update. I mean, you've probably seen this on Twitter and social media platforms, but Wisconsin fired the offense coordinator, I believe, 2 days ago. And so we're kind of in the same boat. Nebraska, I mean, I think Nebraska has the slight advantage because our OC has already called a game. I'm not sure who they've gone to yet. Probably someone in-house. It'll probably be like a who's the Steelers guy that came over? Was it Glenn Thomas?
He was us.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I think they would probably go to a guy in their coaching staff with that type of role, knows the offense, probably is tight with probably a quarterback coach, right? Or a seasoned position coach that probably was a former OC.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably who you go with. But we're kind of in the same boat there. I think, if there's any type of Nebraska can get all the advantages they can get. You know what I'm saying? They need all of them. And I think definitely with the offense coordinator getting fired, I think that provides, this defense maybe a slight edge over an offense to where, I mean, they don't really have a strong running game, but they do throw the ball. And, we've seen, I would say Nebraska's kryptonite this year has been a lot of things, I would say, but, first of all, I would say one of the kryptonites is a throwing offense, and then especially if it's throwing offense and you don't stop the run.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you make an in-season change like that, it riffles some stuff. Usually, though, I want to say if the offense does it, say the offensive coordinator gets fired, the next week I feel like they usually kind of ball out, or they're better. I don't know. Like the Bears just did it, and then they hired Thomas Brown.
Facts.
And he was in Carolina, and he was a running back coach, and then he became the OC in Carolina for that short stint last year. And then they did another offense looked a lot better last week. He's hitting on these little short passes, and it just made sense. So it makes it a little difficult to game plan, I guess. But here's the thing: you go out there and do what you do, right? You know what you read, and you know what you're looking at. Football is football.
At the end of the day,
I don't care what you say. Football is football. You know what I'm saying? So you either do or you don't, and there's no in between.
There's no in between. And I think, I think the defense will have a different type of edge. Because, I mean, you think about, is Jamari leaving this year?
No, he got another one.
Okay, so Jamari not leaving. I believe Nash is gone.
Yep.
So Nash and Ty, those guys, I think those type of, the seniors this week, I think they're going to play with a different type of fire. And I think Ty, we got to talk about Ty, man, because Ty's game is slowly, I mean, people talked about it early in his career, like, when's he going to turn on? When's he this, and this? I mean, he's turned it on. I mean, every game he's having a big play, whether it's, Ohio State, whether it's Rutgers, whether it's, UCLA. Like, he's making big plays when it matters. And I mean, he in the draft mocks and, coming up, or mock drafts coming up, I mean, I expect him to be, probably a top 4 round guy.
Yeah, I'm maybe even top 2.
Yeah.
Like being real. Because I think about the cat out of Illinois last year. He was a first rounder, I think. Yeah. And I didn't think he was that good.
The year before he was nasty.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So when we went there, when we played, I'm just like, this is the guy that people ran the raving about. Like, I got 2 young Thundercats over here better than him, both being Ty and Nash. I think, staying, because he was on the fence last year. Do I go? Do I stay? And he made the absolute right decision, because now he's gonna get paid. Like I said, I realistically see him being in that second, third round at the top. And I think that's great for Nebraska too.
Oh yeah.
Anytime you get guys drafted like that, it's great.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then obviously, you had the mock draft with Tommy Hill, and that's an unfortunate situation.
I don't even know where they have him sliding to right now. But whoever gets him gonna get a steal at this point now, right? Because at the beginning of the year, they were talking about him being a first rounder. And then he was hurt majority of the season.
Right.
And then now he's back, and it's like, okay, where does he even fall in that category, right? He's going to test crazy when he goes to pro day, combine, all that.
He's going to test great.
So I don't know, maybe 4. He might. Does he slide that far?
I have no idea. I'm trying to think of the last time a guy like was a first round mock guy, then, just didn't really play. And then when he came back, didn't look like himself, And so I hope they judged last year, but I know they're going to take all film
or
into
even
account.
Those first games this year.
Right.
Like
yeah.
the Colorado game.
You turn on, Colorado game. And then you turn on, what's the last game we just played? USC. Like, those are 2 different players.
Yeah.
Those are 2 different players. And so I don't know if it's a physical or a mental, whatever it is. I just hope it gets patched up, because I want to see him take off for real. And then obviously Isaiah Nair gets the invite to, the East West. I mean, that would be an interesting situation. He has a lot of tape from, former schools. And then Nash.
Yeah.
Nash.
That's a good little squad coming out.
Yeah.
All right. NFL stuff real quick. So, where are you sitting right now, right, in the Super Bowl predictions? Chiefs finally took their first loss. You knew they wasn't going to win every game.
Yeah.
They've been on the fence every week. Like, should have lost probably 5 games, but they didn't. So the Ravens just lost to the Steelers, and the Steelers play the Browns tomorrow night. Russ has them boys looking really good over there, 8-2.
Yeah.
Right. So where are you sitting at right now? Give me your predictions, because it probably moved a little bit.
I'll probably say, I still think Lions probably best team in the league. I mean, they waxed the Jags.
The
Jags.
I don't even know how he's still there.
Trevor Lawrence?
No. Because he ain't been playing. It's been Mac Jones. He been hurt.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about their coach.
Oh yeah.
I thought for sure we were going to see breaking news.
Doug Peterson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought for sure we were going to see breaking news. ...
Doug Peterson.
Ain't seen it yet.
Eagles hit a different stride. So whoever gets out, the NFC, whether it's the Eagles or Lions.
Those are your two.
Yeah. Cardinals playing all right. I don't think they can get it done. I'm just saying.
You showing slight love. I respect it.
Respect. Falcons, they've been
not a true Super Bowl contender yet.
Yeah. Two game losing streak. Those are the type of things like you don't know. You don't know until they get like a little past midway, get around like week 12, week 13.
They're like one season away to me.
Bills look all right though.
Bills look really all right.
Bills look all right. And
so who you got?
I say Chiefs and Bills out the AFC, and I'll go Eagles and Lions.
I got you with the Eagles and Lions. Give me the Eagles and give me the Ravens.
Eagles gonna get it done?
I'm still staying on the Ravens.
And who gonna win that one?
Ravens.
Ravens?
I got Ravens to the end. Give me the Ravens, baby. Bach, come on. Who you got? Finish it out. Who you got, Bach?
Well, I love the love for the Cardinals, so maybe I might have to go with that.
Oh, yeah,
Cardinals.
Cardinals, come out there.
Be real.
Come out the NFC.
Let's just be honest. I think it's the Chiefs until it's not.
That's crazy. It's not.
We'll see.
Done with him.
That'll wrap it up for the Locker Room here on 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be back tomorrow on the block. Coming up next year on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Koppel Chevrolet GMC, we are thankful for so many things this year, starting with our great employees, a generous community, our military personnel, and most importantly, our loyal customer base that continues to drive that money-saving mile of Louisville. Hi, this is Sean Callahan, and on behalf of everybody at Koppel, we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and safe travels to wherever they may take you. Happy holidays from Koppel Chevrolet GMC.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney, or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Have you been told by your physician that your testosterone level is fine, but you don't feel fine? Get a second opinion. If your testosterone level is 200, 350, even 500, and you still have symptoms, come to Limitless Male. We treat the person and the symptoms, not the number. Our mission is for you to feel optimal again. So if you're tired all the time, no energy, brain fog, muscle loss, nothing left in the tank, get your free consult at limitlessmale.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just